In a small town nestled between rolling green hills, there lived a young man named Arjun. He was hardworking, intelligent, and kind-hearted. Yet, despite all his qualities, Arjun was never truly happy. He constantly compared himself to others, his friends, colleagues, and even strangers on social media. No matter how much he achieved, it never felt enough. One day, a wise old teacher named Guruji visited the town. He was known for his wisdom and ability to guide people toward a meaningful life. Arjun, desperate to find happiness, decided to meet him. Arjun lived a comfortable life. He had a decent job, a loving family, and good health. Yet, every time he saw his friend Ravi buy a new car or heard about his cousin's promotion, a feeling of inadequacy crept into his heart. One evening, he sat in his room scrolling through social media. His friend posted pictures from a luxurious vacation. Another showed off an expensive watch, and someone else had just gotten married in a grand ceremony. Arjun sighed, feeling like a failure. Why is everyone happier than me? He wondered. Why does life seem so unfair? The next day, he visited Guruji, hoping to find an answer. Arjun found Guruji sitting under a large banyan tree, surrounded by villagers eager to hear his wisdom. When the crowd dispersed, Arjun approached him. Guruji, I have everything I need, yet I feel unhappy. I keep comparing myself to others and feel like I am always behind. How do I stop this? He asked. Guruji smiled and said, Let me tell you a story. There were two travelers who set out on a long journey. One carried a small bag with essentials, while the other carried a heavy sack filled with things he thought he might need. The road was the same for both, but the first traveler walked freely, enjoying the scenery and fresh air. The second traveler, burdened by his heavy sack, struggled at every step, sweating and complaining. Halfway through their journey, the first traveler asked, Why are you carrying so much? The second replied, Because I fear I might need these things later. But the weight slowed him down so much that he couldn't complete the journey. Guruji paused and looked at Arjun. Tell me, which traveler was wiser? The first one, Arjun replied. Exactly, Guruji said. Comparison is like carrying unnecessary weight. It slows you down, takes away your joy, and makes the journey of life difficult. The truth is, no one is ahead or behind. We all walk our own paths. Arjun pondered over the story but still felt unsure. But Guruji, how do I stop comparing? It happens naturally. Guruji led him to a nearby pond. Look into the water. What do you see? My reflection, Arjun replied. Guruji threw a small stone into the pond, creating ripples. Now what do you see? My reflection is distorted, Arjun observed. This is what happens when you compare yourself to others, Guruji explained. Your mind, like the still water, gets disturbed. You lose clarity about who you really are. Instead of looking at others, focus on your own reflection when the water is calm. That is your true self. Arjun nodded, understanding the lesson. Guruji then gave Arjun a challenge. For the next 7 days, write down 3 things you are grateful for each morning. In the evening, write down 1 thing you did well that day. Focus on yourself, not others. Return after a week. Arjun accepted the challenge. At first, it felt strange, but slowly, he started noticing small joys. His mother's warm smile, the cool morning breeze, the satisfaction of finishing a task. He stopped checking social media as often and felt lighter, happier. A week later, he returned to Guruji with a bright smile. I feel different, Guruji, I still see people achieving things, but it doesn't bother me anymore. I have started appreciating my own journey. Guruji smiled. That is the secret of happiness. Stop measuring your worth by others' success. True happiness comes from within, from appreciating what you have and becoming the best version of yourself. Arjun learned that happiness was never about having more than others. It was about being grateful for what he had and improving himself every day. From that day, he walked through life like the first traveler, light and free, enjoying every step of his unique journey. Moral of the story: stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own growth, be grateful for what you have, and happiness will follow.